guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. My name is Boom Shakha and I welcome you to my channel. I mostly speak about INFJ stuff here. Again, if you guys have any questions, you can message me anytime, ask me anything, comment below. I'm always looking to hear from you guys. If you guys hear the background noise, it's cicadas. I am living in the jungle right now. And so cicadas come on every morning and they sing their song. I think it's a mating thing. And they do that every morning. And so, I mean, I like the background noise. I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. I find it very soothing, actually. I think of all of our ancestors who used to be, who used to live in jungles and who used to listen to this song every morning when they woke up, probably as their alarm clock, and they listened to it. I feel like they kind of used it to meditate, to come back to center, come back to nature, to be here, to be alive, to get a connection or feel a connection to nature. But that's just my imagination. In this video, I wanted to talk about insanity and how INFJs have this tendency, or maybe just me, no, I think it's an INFJ thing, that we kind of check our sanity levels every single day. So I'll be doing something random, I'll be doing something insane that's according to other people's standard, and I'll be doing something that where I'm like, I think to myself, is this normal? Do other people do this? Is this something that everyone on this planet does? Like, is this normal? And I'm constantly asking myself this. Now, like this story that I just told you, this is a story I made up in my head. I'm thinking every single day when I wake up and I listen to the cicadas, I actually feel connected to all of my ancestors. I know this is crazy, but I feel connected to all of the different ancestors that used to live in jungles and used to listen to the cicada noise, voice, and song. And I feel connected to them for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. And so every single morning I wake up and I have this thought, I'm like, oh, I feel so connected to all my ancestors. And instantaneously there's this noise or voice in my head that says, okay, is this normal? Is this normal to think this way? I mean, is it? I don't know. I think not, right? And so we're constantly testing ourselves as INFJs because we do a lot of weird things. I'll be walking through the world and I'll start speaking to an ant that was in front of me or a centipede. You can hear it getting louder and louder. They get really, really, really loud and then they stop all of a sudden. Anyways, so I'll be walking and I'll see an ant or a centipede or like a butterfly chasing another butterfly, and I'll have a conversation with them. I'm like, oh, Auntie Man or Mr. Centipede. Just talking about it makes me realize how crazy I am. So I'll be talking to them. I'm like, how are you doing today? How's everything going? It's a nice sunny day we're having today, aren't we? Or, butterflies, chasing each other. Are you guys going to have sex soon or something? I mean, I'm basically having conversations with all of these random creatures. Not only just that, I have conversations with my water bottle all the time. I'll be talking to her saying, thank you for all the water that you give me. Thank you so much for making sure that I'm not dehydrated. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for staying with me and not getting lost. So I do have these conversations a lot. And that's just one weird, crazy thing I do, okay? So that's just one example I've given you because I don't want you to think I'm completely insane, right? But the thing with us is, the thing with INFJs, I think, is general, is that we are constantly asking ourselves, constantly wondering to ourselves, constantly testing ourselves because of all the different things we do in our head, thinking, okay, this is normal, right? I mean, I'm being normal right now, right? Like, I just want to make sure I'm being normal right now. And this is something I ask myself all the time. I'll be sitting there with a bunch of people, a group of people, and someone else does something, and I'll be like, oh, I think that's something that normal people do. So I'll kind of put it down in my kind of like my head notebook or my list, saying, okay, normal people say this when they're around a group of people, or normal people do this when they're around a group of people. And so I'll always be taking notes because I have no idea what normal people do. I have no idea how normal people behave because I know I don't behave like that. I know that I behave like an insane human being. I know that. I know absolutely that people don't talk to random animals as they pass them by, asking them how their day went and what they did and what are they going to do for the rest of the day and how are they going to spend their day and how do they sleep. They don't talk about that stuff. They don't talk to inanimate objects. I know that because people have looked at me crazy when I've done that in the past. And I know that they don't feel connected to all of their ancestors when they hear the cicadas singing. Okay, yeah, I know that. Okay, I'm not crazy. I understand that a lot of things I do are insane. As INFJs, we realize this fact. We know we have weird quirks. We understand that. That's the reason we feel so alone sometimes. But we're constantly checking ourselves as well. So we're constantly saying, okay, stop it now, stop it. This is not normal. This is not normal. Don't do this in public. Do not do this in public. Randomly out of the blue, I'll be like, I'll listen to some song in my head, because we have songs in our head, music playing all the time. I've done a video on this, and so I have some song in my head, and all of a sudden I'll just start like dancing to it, like just randomly. Okay, so so I'm like walking through the world, and the music is playing, and it comes to a part that I really like. Oh, I like this part. Let's dance a bit. So I'll just do like a little jig, and then I'll stop, and I'll look around. I'm like, oh God, what am I doing in my life? Why am I so crazy, right? And hopefully no one actually saw me, so I'll just walk away pretending like nothing happened. Or someone did see me, and I'll just, I'm just joking kind of thing, and I'll walk away again, right? I'm like, what else are you supposed to do, right? What else are you supposed to do when you're behaving like a crazy person? You just pretend like you're making a joke, right? So, as an INFJ, the question that we ask ourselves constantly is like, am I insane? A little bit, but I can pretend to be normal. Am I doing a good job right now? Good. That's really good. Pretend to be normal as much as possible. I think that's what our entire life is based on as an INFJ, which is what really irks me, is because we have to pretend to be normal, pretend to be someone else all the freaking time. It's so annoying, because that means that obviously we're not being ourselves. Now, sometimes what we are as ourselves by ourselves is a little bit scary to other people. So we have to be really, really careful of that. That's why we're truly only ourselves by ourselves, right? I'm only myself truly when I'm in my cave and I'm in my room by myself, knowing that no one can hear me. That is the only time that I'm truly myself. And mostly I'm only truly myself in my head, because I know that no one can hear me there. No one knows what I'm talking about. No one knows what I'm thinking there. And so I can be whatever the hell I want to be. No one can trick me. No one can use it against me. No one can, you know, laugh at me, because they can't hear all that stuff. I am being myself only in my head. Right? Sometimes though it comes out, because you can only be yourself in your head for so long, and then eventually you want to be yourself on the outside. And so now I just don't even care. So the thing is that I don't actually give a rat's ass anymore. I know everyone thinks I'm crazy, and so if everyone already thinks I'm crazy anyways, then it's fine. I can just be crazy, right? I can just be crazy, and that is how I'm gonna live my life. Now, I'm not saying that I'm giving you guys permission to do the same thing, or I'm saying that you should do the same thing. I have built my life this way so that the things that I do, I can be crazy and no one really, really gets bothered by it. Like, even my boss knows that I'm insane, and he still wants me to work for him, so that is helpful. But I understand you guys can't always do the things that you want to do. But I do want to say these words to you, that just because everyone else on this planet thinks you're crazy doesn't mean that you're crazy. No, really it doesn't. Because, for example, was it Galileo who discovered that the Earth revolves around the sun? The astronomer that discovered that the Earth revolves around the sun, not that the Earth is the center of the universe, as they believed before that. He was the only person on the planet who believed that theory. He was crazy. He was just deemed crazy by every person on the planet, because he was the only person who thought differently. Well, was he crazy? No, he wasn't, guys. He was absolutely insane, in an insane way, because can you imagine being the only person on this planet believing something? Well, yeah, I can, because we're INFJs, right? And so he was not crazy, and just in exactly the same, we're not crazy either. Just because we believe something that's completely different from everyone else doesn't mean anything. Okay, think of Galileo. I think that's his name, the astronomer that discovered that the Earth revolves around the sun. Think of him every single time you think that you're insane. No, you're not insane. Just because everyone else deems you insane doesn't mean that you're insane. Just because everyone says that you're insane doesn't mean anything. They don't know. They're not working at your level. They're not working at your level of insanity. They're not working at your level of brain capacity. Maybe they're thinking in a different manner. Who knows? I don't care. But I know myself that I am not insane, even though sometimes I look around me and people think that I am. I'm Galileo. That's what I think of myself. Every single time I think everyone is thinking that I'm crazy right now. I think to myself, okay, you're just Galileo, don't worry about it, everything's fine, you're just the only person on this planet who thinks that we revolve around the sun rather than we being the center of the earth, of the universe, right? So think you're Galileo. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope that I was able to explain myself to you, and I hope that you can use what I've said in your own life. And if you do think that you're insane, just remember that the insane people are the people on the planet that actually change things. That's what I think Steve Jobs said. It's not the people who think exactly the same as everyone else. And that's actually one of our gifts, that we have the power to change the world because we don't think exactly the same way as everyone else, right? We don't actually have the same kind of thinking as everyone else, so we can look outside the box and think, oh, this is the way this works, but I think we can do a better job doing it this way. And so we're the ones who are going to change the world. Maybe we're the ones who are going to make the world a better place because we don't think exactly like everyone else. The people who think exactly like everyone else, they're the ones who are going to keep the world going in exactly the same manner, right? They're the ones who are going to think that homosexuality is a terrible thing and should be punished. Whereas we who think differently are going to think, no, it's not. It's just another form of being a human. I mean, it's just another way of loving people, right? Why does it matter? Live and let live, people. So, like, we are the ones who are going to be able to see things from a different perspective. It's not an insane perspective, it's just a different way of looking at things. And so we're the ones who are going to change the world. And I want you guys to think of it as a gift of ours, not a terrible thing, okay? I hope, again, that this makes sense to you guys. I hope that you guys have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. If you guys have any questions at all, message me anytime. All of my contact information is in the description below. And I shall see you guys the next time around. Bye for now.